meet Justin Bieber. There he is! All right, I know you went to the bathroom. Did you wash your hands? Oh, I'm a little upset you washed your hands.
Oh, gosh, come on.
No,
disgusting.
I know. That's okay. Sit down. Justin Bieber's here.
Welcome
people
to
in
our
here.
home.
Yeah, we got a lot of people.
You look so much taller than last time.
A little bit. I grew. That's what you do when you grow up.
Look at all these people in here. Do you know who are these people in here?
We got like 6, 7 camera people. The rest of them are all your people who just are always around the office, but I come to town and
They show up.
you know what I mean?
They kind of linger.
All right?
You look good.
Thank you.
Don't tell me how good I look. I'm not hearing that from you.
You look awesome. You look refreshed. You look handsome.
All right, more about me.
Keep it going.
No, what do you mean, by the way? The only thing that makes me mad about your single is we needed it at the beginning of summer because it's a great summer-sounding song.
Right.
So why'd you wait till autumn? I mean, it's almost Christmas.
I think it's just timing, right? I think that just as far as me being ready to get back out in the world, because once it starts, it doesn't stop for me.
Yeah.
So it's just, was my mind ready? Was my heart ready? Was this the music that I wanted to release? Because, and at the end of the day, I don't know if you'll ever really know. That's when trust and really comes in and faith and being like, okay, now I did my part. We could go back and forth on, is this the right sound or is this? But I think at this point, I'm finally like, you know what? I love what I do. I love the style where I'm going in my direction right now. So,
it's always been about the music. And unfortunately, over the last couple of years, it was about other things, stories in the paper, this and that. And it's always been about the music for you, and you love the music. It should always be about that. For sure.
That's why I got started, and that's why I, do what I do is because I do music and not because I don't know. I just these last couple years have been just a learning process for me, and I'm just happy to get back out here.
And you should. During everything, like all the stories out and all this. What did I always say? Every single time that a weird story about you came out, I'm like, guys,
you just can't help feel judged, though. When you come back and you see people that have been talking smack about you, and now they're being all smiley. So you try to come into the situation unfazed, but at the end of the day, you still have those thoughts and feelings that are like, okay, are these people really for me, or are they against me, or are they just doing this because now I'm helping them, or I don't know. I just have all these mixed feelings of like awkwardness.
Don't. I mean, it's easy for me to sit here and say don't, because you're going to feel the way you want to feel, but it's about the music. It's about the album. Yeah. Let the album do the talking. And you don't have to say anything.
Honestly, out of everybody, this guy always had a positive thing to say about you. Yeah. He was like, you were his Justin.
I just like that you and I have been doing this since the beginning, right? So you've always supported me, and I really appreciate that. I appreciate all you guys, and I'm really, and you say it's about the music, and it is about the music, but it's also about like the legacy that I want to live and the legacy that I want to leave behind.
That's
and
weird.
It's a lot of pressure, but it's also something that I'm okay with because I know the platform that I have and the people that I'm able to reach. And it's like, I don't want to take that for granted, but I also don't want to be like, I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. So this next chapter, I've just been like, I'm going to be who I know I am, be who I know the people who believe in me know I am. And that's all I can really do. I can't really ask for more than that.
No, you can't control. You can't control everything and everyone. Sometimes you got to sit back and just let it happen.
I just want to be around people who I feel are supporting me, uplifting me, and making sure I'm the best version of myself. Because there's so many people in this industry who just want to keep seeing me fall and seeing me, on the other side. But
you really think there are people who want to see you fail?
100%.
Why would anyone want anyone to fail? I don't understand it. But what do you think?
I think it's just human nature. I think jealousy takes over. I think certain things that we can't control. Like, I know sometimes I get selfish. Or you ever been in a room with someone just too happy and you're like angry because they're so happy? I get like that sometimes. I'm like, fuck this dude. Like, why is he so happy?
Stop.
I think that's just like jealousy, and I just want to work at being better every day at all that stuff.
And surrounding yourself, this is the important thing we can all take away from this. Surrounding yourself with people who support you.
That's where it starts.
And don't waste time on people who aren't good for you.
But it's got to be on you. You got to make the conscious effort. Because for me, it was so many times it was good people coming in my life and tugging at me, but I wasn't ready. They were like, Justin, come on. but I wasn't ready to take that leap and be like, okay, this is what I want to change. This is who I am. This is not who I am. But it takes moments of clarity to be like, oh, that's why I'm not like this. That's why I shouldn't do this. But without those moments of realization, don't just do stuff because someone else is telling you not to do it. Don't just do stuff because you feel, oh, this person's going to think this of me if I do this. No, do it until, I mean, maybe I'm a bad influence, but for me, I was like, no, I'm going to do this until I feel like I shouldn't be doing this. And maybe I was wrong, but that's how I learn, and I feel like I'm much better for it.
Hey, we're all learning.
Yeah.
You know what? And it's not a youth thing. My dad, who passed away at 90 years old, basically, up to his last day, his last breath, he always says, I'm never going to know it all. I'm still learning. Even at 90, the guy was still learning things and trying to figure out life. So what about trusting people?
Trusting people's hard, especially for me.
Well, why is that?
Because I just, I've trusted people who I probably shouldn't have trusted before, and they've kind of hurt my heart. Just like, I'm a pretty sensitive guy.
Right.
So I'll give it, like, I'll lay it all on the line, and then they'll kind of like pull it. So I'm just kind of figuring out, okay, there's certain people I can do that with. Certain people we're here, but we're not here. And for the people on the radio, I know you don't really know what that means, here and then here, but I did a visual effect for it.
I saw it. I saw the whole thing. You know, it's so hard to just give someone your heart and say, hey, it's yours to break, so don't mess with it.
Yeah.
But, you know, we need to have people in our lives we can trust because, you know, that's
100%.
Going through life not being able to trust anyone, that would be awful. So you got to pick and choose wisely.
100%.
You know?
And just like, but do it. Don't let people, here's the thing, here's what I'll tell the people. Don't let someone who ruined your trust ruin that next person's chance to gain that trust. Because just because you had some bad food at one McDonald's doesn't mean there's a bomb McDonald's across the street that's just like incredible with the best food. So I'm really like, I'm out here and I'm trying to grow and I'm becoming the man that I want to be. And I think it's only going to be easier if I have people supporting me and not bringing me down. So, you know, if you want to ride this train with me, guys, would love to have you on board. If not, don't get in my way. All right.
I never thought you did anything wrong.
No, I never thought I really did anything wrong either. I think that just, you know, I'm under a microscope and there's certain things that, you know, I'm not, that I can look at and be like, yeah, that wasn't me. But we all have those moments, and as long as we can understand those moments and look at those moments and say, yeah, that wasn't me and I know who I am.
You know what I did on the way in to see you?
Yeah.
I peed in the mop bucket outside.
See, sometimes you just have to do it.
Sometimes you got to pee in a mop bucket.
It's on my bucket list,
right?
actually.
If like, if Ozzy Osbourne were to pee in a bucket, everyone would be like, oh, you're a rock star. You're a beast. Oh, he did it. You see him? He did it. Me, I do it. And they're like, oh, what a bad kid. Buckets and stuff.
So the question is this, and I think I know your answer. I'm going to ask it anyway. Looking at the last 2 years, 3 years, what would you do differently if you had it all to do over again? Would you really do anything different?
Would I do anything different?
Regrets. Is there any regret floating around?
I would have,
We have a droopy microphone.
I'd probably stay away from Miami.
No, but you know what? All that stuff is who you are, man. Yeah. You are in building yourself, as we will do till the end of time.
100%.
The good and the bad, that's what makes us who we are.
For sure. And
no regrets, man. Don't have
regrets.
1 ounce of regret.
Yeah, 100%.
Maybe Miami.
Honestly, I'm just really appreciative of you guys and appreciative of all the stuff that you guys have done for me over the past few years and supported me through all the nonsense and, you know, even not knowing really what's going on, but knowing every time I come here that you guys know my heart and stuff, and that means a lot to me.
Are you in love?
Yes, I am in love.
With what?
Her name's Esther. She's my little puppy.
Oh.
What kind of puppy is she?
She's a silky terrier.
Oh,
look at that.
She makes me smile.
I'm in love with my dog, Max. It's okay to be in love with your dog.
Yeah,
totally.
Of course.
Totally.
I'm in love with you.
I'm in love with you too.
Oh, here we go.
Get over here.
Come here.
Oh,
baby.
my gosh. Oh, there they go. Making out with a married woman.
Wow. See, I could get permission for this one.
Yeah.
It does feel good.
It just feels so right in so many ways.
So, any ballads, any romance on this album?
Yep. We got a bunch of stuff. Sorry, I'm away from
Yeah, come over here. Where's your hair's cool, man. Let it out.
Long, right?
Let
It
it
looks
go.
great.
It looks good.
No,
Yeah.
that's nice. Play with it while you got it. Because one day you're going to look at this. You're going to have this one day. Look. See that bald spot?
Ooh.
Well, I know. Can you think of anything worse than losing your
That's
hair?
nice.
It's awful.
Make him feel good, Justin.
It's okay. I'm used to it. I still let him look at my head. Does it make you feel weird when you see your fans and they're crying?
Yes.
Does it make you a little uncomfortable?
Not uncomfortable, but it's hard to try to like figure out what to say sometimes. You know,
Right.
when they just come up and they're bawling, and you're just like, "It's okay. Like, I love you. It's all gonna be okay."
There were two girls in front of the building today, and they were crying, I think, because you were that close to them.
Yeah, one was on the ground, like lying on the ground, sobbing, and was just saying, "I got close," or "He was close," or something. And so, I mean, as weird as it must feel for you to see that, there's got to be a part of you that is happy to know that there's still this giant, huge group of people who are so excited.
Yes and
to
no.
see this music come
I
back.
just think like if I get happy by the love, if that's what truly makes me happy, then once the hate starts to happen, I'm gonna really die by the hate. So I tend to not get my satisfaction through my fans, if that makes sense. Through the people that love me. I love them dearly, don't get me wrong. But I don't get off like that. You know, I don't like, oh, now I feel good because they're screaming for me. You know, if I get it through that, then as soon as someone starts to hate me, I'm going to be like, well, I feel like, you know.
Yeah.
If I get that love through the people who I know truly, really love me, then I'll step into those environments and be cool. And like, the hate will be fine. The love will be awesome, you know, but just don't live for that.
Right. You know what? I've been looking forward to this day for several years. I'm so glad you came to see us. You look great.
Thank you.
This album's going to, I know this album is going to be a total defining part of your life.
Thank you.
Because you know what? With all the stuff that's happened with you over the last years, when you have this body of work out there to say to everyone, hey, this is who I am.
Yeah.
You can't talk back to it.
Yeah.
It's just,
But
there it
here's
is.
the
And I'm
thing,
so
though,
happy for you.
And I just want to make it clear, though, it would have been a lot different, even if I were to come back now, and if I would have, you know, been this arrogant kid coming back and being like, yeah, this is who I am. And still had the smash records. It wouldn't be the same. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's different. I'm not coming back and being like, guys, I told you. I thought I told you. Like, check it out. Look at the, you know, it's like, no, I'm here and I'm telling you guys that I want to do this with you. Like, I don't want to do this and try to be something that I'm not. I don't want to try to, or for you to think that he's in his own world, you know, doing his own thing, and he's just like, no, I want to be involved with everyone. I want everyone to know that this is a group thing. I couldn't do this without you guys. So as long as I get that message out there and get the message out that, like, let's crush this and let's, like, crush life and have fun and create awesome relationships. And that's really what life's about. Growing, eating awesome food, hanging out with pretty girls. There's more to talk about.
I'm with you. Well, 2 out of 3.
You like the pretty boys.
True.
Justin Bieber, a new album we think's coming out in November. Scooter won't tell us. Zoolander, can't talk about it. VMAs Sunday night. And, of course, What Do You Mean? We're going to play it now. Justin Bieber, you always